Hey guys, Nick Johnson here from Magic 95.9. Would have liked to have waited till Friday to do our video update for our high school football game of the week, but there's a few things going on in sports that are just driving me crazy right now. First off, Ohio State, Wisconsin. Me and my girlfriend went up to the game this past week, and it was disappointing on a level that just is utterly speechless at this point for me. The overbearing difference between a coach like Jim Tressel and Bob Stoops and an Urban Meyer and even Nick Saban is, with Jim Tressel, people with seniority will play. Now, granted, there is a decent amount of talent involved. However, if Urban Meyer had the same crew Jim Tressel had right now, his two tailbacks would be Jordan Hall and Jamal Berry. There's no question about it because you've seen what Jamal Berry can do in junk time. And, I mean, he's averaging 11, 12 yards a carry right now. Give him a few carries during the course of the game. He messed up. Yeah, he did. He had a problem. Ever since then, he's been on the straight and narrow, or so we've been led to believe. Chris Rainey, the Florida tailback, played the week after being arrested. So that tells you right now, Urban Meyer is just there to win football games. I don't discount Tressel. I don't give him any grief for not playing these guys because you want to teach them a lesson. You want to teach them to be good, responsible human beings and good, productive members of society. But at the same time, there's something that really needs to be done about the special teams and the defense because they just got outhandled. The defense didn't cost them the game. Wisconsin's offensive line was just better. And they are better because they have better size. They made Cam Hayward, who has been talked about as a top 5 pick in next year's NFL draft, they made him look like a third-round pick, a guy who would struggle to make a practice squad. So I give Wisconsin all the credit in the world. Second off, the NFL. They're coming down on these head-to-head hits, and the Deshaun Jackson hit, when I saw it, in all honesty, I thought he was done because you don't get up from a hit like that. And you'll see a clip of that hit right here.
Down the field. From the 32 on 3rd down and 6. Cobb in trouble, gets rid of it all. Big hit on Deshaun Jackson. And there is a penalty marker. Jackson and Robinson, another look at the hit.
And it's a defenseless player. The most important thing right now is it wasn't helmet to helmet, but you can see right there, Deshaun Jackson exposed, vulnerable.
Wow. Big hits, very scary. James Harrison did the same kind of hit to both Muhammad Massaquoi and Josh Cribbs, and he got fined today $75,000. That's needed because you need to step in and do something. Now, I know everyone's going to say, well, you're putting skirts on the players, letting them not be able to go out and play football. You can go out there and play football, but there are going to be consequences for your actions and how you choose to play the game. Cliff Lee had another great performance in the postseason, absolutely destroying the Yankees. And, 13, 14 strikeouts, 8 innings, 2 hits. He just cashed himself a nice check after this offseason. I mean, the money he's going to get stupid. The fact that he's been with 4 teams now in 3 years is just, it's beyond ridiculous at this point. But he's getting it done. He says he likes playing in Texas. We'll have to see how much longer that holds up. The Cincinnati Reds making news as well. There's a trade rumor out there that the Reds may be shopping Jay Bruce in a package deal in order to acquire Zach Greinke from the Kansas City Royals. Greinke's the most hard-luck pitcher out there because in his games, the Royals average less than 2 runs per game. Unacceptable for a pitcher, his talent. The guy won the Cy Young year before last. So he's going to do good things wherever he goes. I'd love to see him in Cincinnati, quite honestly, because the one thing missing from that pitching staff is that one pitcher who on any given night can give you 9 innings of shutout ball. They've got 4 really good pitchers. They just don't have that elite level pitcher. So it'll be interesting to see if Cincinnati's able to pull it off. Now the Browns and the Browns and Bengals games this week. Bengals they should win this game against Atlanta. Atlanta's got a good run team, but they don't throw the ball all that well when Matt Ryan's not hooking up with Roddy White. And Matt Ryan has proved that he can get flustered at times during the game. And running the ball is their strength. However, stopping the run is the Bengals' strength. Cincinnati's got to figure out what kind of offense they are because right now it's painful to watch. You run Cedric Benson in between the 20s all day long, and then when you get to the 20, you start throwing the football to T.O. and Chad. I understand those guys need their touches. Just don't get away from the run game because running the ball wins you football games. The Browns, if Colt McCoy would have beat the Steelers, he would have been heralded as the king. He would have been bigger than LeBron James ever could have been because of the rivalry that Browns fans see with the Steelers. I'm not sure Steelers fans see it the same way. And, in their rights, they're justified because in the last 7 years, I got to believe the Steelers are at least 13-1. I know they've only lost once to the Browns since they've come back, I believe. If I'm wrong on that, somebody correct me. But I'm pretty sure the Steelers have owned that rivalry, if you'll say, since the Browns have come back. Now this week the Browns have the Saints. Drew Brees and that passing attack finally got on track last week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So it'll be interesting to see how the Browns do against the Saints defense. The Saints defense has proven they're susceptible to big plays, and the Browns certainly have big play receivers in Mohamed Massaquoi if he's able to play, and Josh Cribbs, once again, if he's able to play. So it'll be an interesting day. Send all your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts. Be sure to tune in to the game this Friday. Kirk Richards will have the call. Our game this Friday, St. Joseph Central Catholic against the Mohawk Warriors. This will, for all intents and purposes, be for the MAL title because both these teams are undefeated and at the top of the league. So it'll be interesting to see. Catch that game on Majic 959. Tune it in on your radio. If you're not able to get to a radio, check it out on the internet at www.majic959.com. And if you have a smartphone, add the iHeartRadio app, select Magic 959 as your favorite, where you can get myself, Kirk Richards, Big Daddy Randy Bigley, Paul James, whenever you want, all day long if you like. I don't know that anyone would care to listen to us for that long, but we'll see. So for myself, Nick Johnson, I'm out of here, guys. We'll catch you on Friday.